Hi everyone, welcome to What This Song Teaches You. This is my series where I listen to a song that I've never listened to before and try and figure out and teach you the guitar parts. So today I've picked an old favourite, Dexter and the Moonrocks. I'm a bit late to the game actually. 11 days ago they released a new song called 12 Steps featuring Treaty Oak Revival. I was just looking up Treaty Oak Revival. Apparently I haven't really heard of them before, but I recognise the name, but I don't think I've listened to them, so this will be another new band to check out. I think it's a bit of a duo, and they're an American rock band based in Odessa, Texas. They have self-released three studio albums and 5 singles since 2018, so they've been going for a while. Their members are Sam Canty, Lance Vanley, Jeremiah Vanley, a couple of brothers. There's always brothers in these bands. Cody Holloway and Dakota Hernandez. Yeah, so they sound good. They're country rock, southern rock, so similar thing, I think, to Dexter and the Moonrocks. And yeah, I've done a few Dexter and the Moonrocks songs so far. And yeah, thanks for all. It's been one of my most successful videos, so thanks for watching that. So yeah, go and check that video out if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get into it, see if we can figure it out. Here we go.
Let's relapse, let it all in. Fighting feels better when you're under my skin. Sober enough to know it all feels wrong. Drunk enough to probably go it alone.
Very cool. Whenever I hear this, doom 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 doom, reminds me of What's My Age Again by Blink-182. They've got this song where basically the two notes stay the same, and then the bass note changes around it. So they're doing something like that, which is cool. I think there might be in a drop tuning there because it's hard to get one of the notes. So yeah, they're up on the 12th fret. On the 2nd and 3rd strings. Yeah, let's try and figure out the notes first though. Might be in a tuning as well.
Let's relapse, let it all in. Fighting feels better when you're under my skin.
Oh, maybe not. So. Oh, it could be that.
Sober enough to know it all feels wrong. Drunk enough to probably go it alone.
I've got it, nice.
Well, it's a bad idea.
Maybe we could do it in standard tuning.
Well, it's a bad idea.
We might be able to go standard tuning. I'm just going to keep going just in case. Let's go standard tuning. This will be good. Okay, let's see. Well, hopefully we don't have to change. Sometimes it's easier in a drop tuning, drop D. But let's try standard tuning. That sounded good up to there. So yeah, we'll go back to the start. I'm always surprised when we stay in standard tuning nowadays because so many songs are like so low. So it's quite nice when you can just pick up your guitar and you don't have to tune anything crazy. Okay. Let's figure out this first bit.
Let's relapse, let it all in.
Yeah, so you either need to hybrid pick this or ditch your pick. Maybe I'll do it without my pick first of all, and then if you can choose to whether you want to just do it with a pick. I'd do it with a pick personally. It's easier because then you can keep your pick on. Yeah, it's called hybrid picking. But let's do it with our fingers. So we've got our 3rd and little finger on the 12th. 3rd finger on the little finger of the third finger on the 12th fret of the third string, and your little finger underneath that on the 12th fret of the second string. So 12 and 12. And they're going to stay there the whole time. And we're basically just going to move our first finger around. So we're going to start with your first finger on the 10th fret of the 5th string. And then I'll just double check if he plays the bass note every time.
That's what love's.
Yeah, I thought it was. So actually, it's only one thing that we repeat in a weird way. So you're going to play. So your strings are numbered 6 to 1. 6 is the lowest string. 1 is the finished string. So we're going to pinch the 5th string and the 2nd string at the same time. Just like that. Then you're going to play the 3rd string on its own. So like that. And then yeah, we repeat that 4 times then with our first finger on the 10th fret of the 5th string. So we need that. Then take that first finger up to the 6th string, and then the pattern remains the same, but our thumb now plays the 6th string instead of the 5th string. And then I think it was just twice. 2 of them, and then take your first finger on a bit of a skip a string, and it's going to end up on the 10th fret again, but on the 4th string. And then I think it was 2 times on that, so it's 4 times on the first one, on the A string, then go up to the 6th string, then drop down to the 4th string, and then yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, your thumb has to also play the 4th string when it moves down to there. Yeah, oh, very cool. Let's check that's right. Here we go.
That's what love's. Let it all in. Fight.
Did loads of the 4th one, so let it out. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 2 bars. 2 bars on the 4th string one. Let's go.
That's what love's. Let it all in. Fighting feels better when you're under my skin. So
Nice. Did that whole thing again. It's exactly the same pattern. So yeah, 4 times on the first one. This one, sorry. 2, 3, 4. Then move this up. 1, 2. 2 on this one, and then kind of 8 on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, that's the pattern we're repeating. A little verse.
sober enough to know it all feels wrong. Drunk enough to probably go it alone. Well, it's a bad idea.
Nice. Very cool.
Well, it's a bad idea.
Nice. I think in the background it's still keeping the thing going. It goes from the fifth string to the 4th string. It's doing that. It was a bad idea. So twice on the 5th string, then move down. 4th string. But the chords underneath, that was the bit I was figuring out. Did this is cool. So it's like a power chord. So these power chord shapes. So first finger on 3 on the 6th string, 3rd finger on 5 on the 5th string, and then your little finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, 3, 5 and 5. This is called a power chord. You want to learn this as a power chord if you don't already. So if I said power chord on the 3rd fret from the 6th string, that's where you play it. If I said it was the 5th string, you'd move it down because this is your 5th string, but the shape stays the same. So yeah, anyway, so play it on the 6th string there, 3, 5, 5. I think it was just, you strum everything twice, strum all the strings, don't bar anything, stay away from the strings. Hit that twice, And then I'm sure this was the chord in the Freaking Out video. This is this C major 7, weird C major 7 chord. I think it is just a C major 7. Yeah, nice chord. First finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then your 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So 3, 5, and 4. And then we're going to hit 5 strings. So we're going to go something like this. 2 on that first one. And you can strum them all down. Let's just find that again.
Well, it's a bad idea.
That was it. It's a bad idea. Let it ring. And then underneath that,
drunk enough to probably go it alone.
went back a bit too far, but yeah, it's coming up.
Well, it's a bad idea for me.
Yeah, so underneath that you got this pattern going. 5th fret, 5th string to, sorry, not 5th fret, 5th string to 4th string. It's a bad idea. Doing that, but, and then at the same time, maybe I could loop it one time, get rid of my loop, it goes. It's quite hard to play. So it's cool, that is. Wow, hard, that was really hard to loop. Okay.
For me to keep on using.
For you. Cool. I think there's a couple of guitars.
To keep on using.
Oh, they're actually keeping that part still going. If for you, so you to keep on losing. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So the one guitars, you've still got these 2 fingers on the 12th fret. Well, then we need an E in the bass. So you put your 2nd finger on the 12th fret of the 6th string, the lowest string, and then you're gonna pinch that string. For you to keep on losing. And then yeah, went to a D. So then go to the 10th fret on that 6th string. You to keep on losing. So it was something like, that's a bad idea. Do this on. You to keep on losing. Just keeping that going. Oh, it's really nice, that guitar part. Very good.
Well, it's a bad idea for me to keep on using.
Nice, and then there's some cool guitar part like layered over.
Keep on using.
It's like. I wonder how he's doing that. It's a cool sound. How's that? Might be that. The 7th fret on the 2nd string. Sounds really dissonant. And then play the 7th fret on the 2nd string. And then play the 2nd string and the 3rd string together. He's gonna go in da da da, then stopping the sound. Da da da, stop da 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 da. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and comes in just at the end of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Something like that. This bit I'll show you.
For me to keep on using. It's been clean.
Nice. It's been let's yeah. So we just did. Yeah, we got a good. That guitar part up here is really nice. I'd learn that. That would be a nice arrangement doing all those bits.
To keep on using.
was that called there? Oh, it's a G. Oh, it's just that bit from before. So the G power chord, 3rd fret, to this C major 7. Nice. It's been, strum this one twice. It's been, and then go to this C major 7 one, 3, 5 and 4. Clear. Strum down, up. It's been clear. So you have to go, you have to strum this one down, and then to stop the sound, put your palm on the strings. Do that twice, strum down, touch the strings and stop the sound. Do it again. Quickly. And then just strum down on this one. It's been clear. Oh, I like that. Very cool.
It's been clear.
Maybe up there. Yeah, I think do it. If you play it, move the power chord shape up to the 7th fret on the 5th string. So 7 on the 5th string, and then with your 3rd and little finger, the 9th fret on the middle 2 strings. And then yeah, again, stay away from the other strings. So don't bar anything. Keep them all open. And then go from the 7th fret where you can hit all the strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then go back, take this back 2 frets, so you're on like a D power chord. But then on this one, just miss the E string, miss the 6th string, so hit 5 strings. You can kind of mute it with your 1st finger if you can, just like touch it. So the is this a chorus? I'm a bit lost where I'm in the song, but it's maybe a chorus. It's been and then 7th fret, something like that. So yeah, let's jam it and we'll figure it out. Take a bad step and take away. Oh, maybe it's that way they keep the bass the same. Maybe not. Oh, it might be. They like doing this, Dexter and the Moonrocks. One of the great things about learning multiple songs by the same artist is you start to learn some of the tricks. So things that initially might take you a while to figure out, it's so much easier because you think, oh, they like this chord. And you get used to that sound. So if you want to get quicker at learning these songs, try and figure out more of the same artist. It's a real good way of doing it. So, oh, we can do that. Yeah, so this second half of this bit, I really don't know where I am in the song. Maybe this is a chorus. We're going to do like a major chord. So that bar chord we did before, on the 3rd fret. Put your 2nd finger in, so it's on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So you got this 3, 5, 5, 4. Take a big step and then you do that a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take your 3rd finger up to the 5th fret of the 6th string. Take your 1st finger off, and then that's all you need. Your 3rd finger kind of mutes the 5th string. Do a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So kind of 4 strums. And then the C major 7 chord that we did earlier. We're going to go back to that. 3, 5 and 4. Your 2nd finger's still in the same place. So we've got to go from this. Move this finger up. Take your 1st finger off. Keep this one down. And then kind of switch them around a bit. 3 and 5. So something like this. So on this one for a bit, and then yeah, we'll have to jam it. Let's go back a bit so we can play along to that bit. Yeah, go back a little bit. I think this is a chorus. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's jam that again. Seventh fret. Fifth fret. Yeah, he then went back to 7. Take the first steps and get away from you. So it was the whole thing. And then something like that. That was the gist of it. Oh, it's very cool. That is the chorus. Very nice. Let's see what happens next. We still haven't heard Treaty Oak Revival, I think. I think they might come in now, hopefully. This will be good. Called it. Nice. It's a bit different. He's moved it down. Something like that, very cool. He's moved it lower. Something like that. It's a bit more intricate the second time. Is it that? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, so we've moved down here. You've got to put your maybe just do the C major 7 chord we did before. 3, 5, and 4. We've already learned that, so just get straight on that, hopefully. And then we're gonna start actually with our first finger up on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So 3 on the 6th string, 5 on the 4th string, 4 on the 3rd string, and then yeah, maybe ditch your pick, or if you can hybrid pick, do it with your pick and your fingers. But let's ditch it to make it a bit easier. Basically the same idea that we did before. You're going to play the 6th string and the 3rd string together, and then play the 4th string on its own. Do that 4 times. Then it's quite cool. Take your first finger off that fret, and then keep these 2 down on 5 and 4, and then play the 5th string instead of the 6th string. Gives you that. So we've got something like that, and then put your first finger down on the 3rd fret of the 5th string on the C major 7 one. Then I think it was 4 times. Just listen to it one more time. Yeah, so. Slightly different, a bit more kind of like consistent. So I'll teach you the pattern. So get your fingers on this 3, 5 and 4. You're gonna play 5 and then 5th string and then the 4th string, 5th string and then the 4th string. Then you've got to pinch the 5th string and the 3rd string together. Then you're gonna go and just play the 4th string on its own, which is cool. And then it's the same pattern again, but then yes, you do that once. Yeah, do this pattern once. Boom, 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 boom. That's your pattern. And then do that pattern again, but when you get to the 3rd note, you've got to put your little finger down on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Keep your 2nd finger down as well. Keep everything down. Put this one down so it's on the same string as this one. And you pick, when you do the pinch, your little finger drags down, and then you get a pull off then between 5 and 4. So it's like this. And then yeah, so you start with this on 5 and 4 and the 3, and then put your little finger down, pinch the 2 strings, drag your finger down, and then get the hammer on. So we're going to go from this, that pattern, then do the exact same pattern, but then a little extra bit over here with your left hand. And then yes, then the 3rd time around, do the first one again. This one we started with, so we got this. Then the fancy one. Then the first one again. Then what you have to do is put your little finger down straight away. So where it was before, 5th fret. This time we're going to pinch straight away the 5th string and the 3rd string. Do that hammer on. Then play the 4th string, so it's this, which is cool. Then do that twice. I'm sure it was that. Very nice. So we got this. That's your first one. Then you've got the pull off one. Then the first one again. Then the final one, bit fancier. Put these 2 together. That's cool. So we got. No, wasn't that. 4 more time. 3, 4. It's that. I'll do it slow one time. Tricky, very hard. Good luck with that.
You said I can dream when I'm up here always screaming at me. Well,
Next bit's good. So it does the first chord again and the second chord again. You know, going back to this. To the A. Exactly the same as before. And then it gets a bit more intricate. Get ready for this bit. I think I got it. It's kind of the same idea. Yeah, it's kind of the same idea. If you imagine you're doing what we just did, but what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna bar. So we're doing 3, 5, and 4 here. You're gonna bar the 3rd fret and try and get the 2nd string working. Gives you a nice chord. It's like a C major 7 with a 9 in it. That's cool. Very cool. And then yeah, so bar that 3, 5, 4, and then you're barring it, so there's an extra 3. And it's essentially the same thing. You're gonna go 5 with your right hand. The pattern's now 5, 4, which I think we did before. 5, 4. Then you're going to pinch the 5th string and the 2nd string together, and then you're going to play the 3rd string on its own. So that gives you, which is cool. And then, so that's your new pattern, this. Then we do the same thing again, 5th and then the 4th string, but then you've got to get your little finger down on the 5th fret of the 2nd string while keeping everything else down and barring it. And then we're going to do the pull off from that 2nd string to the 3rd string, so you're barring it all, and you get that, so you got, so you're pinching the same strings as before, the 5th and the 2nd, get the pull off, then play the 3rd string on its own, so it's, that's cool. So the first one was this, no pull off. Second one, that's so good. I will tab this out, by the way, if you're finding this bit hard to follow. If there's a link below, I've tabbed it out, you can look at the tab. Very nice. And then essentially, if you think of the first time round we did, it then goes, does the first one we did again, and then your little finger goes down, and then you do the pull off twice like we did the first time. So the whole of the second one is, so yeah, the final time round, put your little finger down straight away, pinch the 5th and the 2nd string, do the pull off, and then play the 3rd string on its own. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Do that twice, you've got it. Very cool. Quite a hard chord that is. Hurts your hand a bit. Good luck with that.
Amazing, I can dream. When I'm up here, always screaming at me. Well, I always shout, I get a new zip code. Now here I stand in the same damn road. Well,
It's really cool, that part. That's, yeah, same thing twice. It goes back and does the first one again. Then it goes back and does the second one. Good guitarist, very cool. I wonder who's playing that bit, very cool. If you know any more about this song or about Treaty Oak Revival, would be interesting to learn about, because I learned a lot about Dexter and the Moon. Any more about Dexter and the Moonrocks is great. Put it in the comments. Let me know what your favourite song is of Treaty Oak Revival. Let's keep going. I think we're doing good then. We're back to the chorus. That. Oh, I think I found the chords for this second note. So it's a bad idea. I kind of had it right. I was thinking it was 2 guitars. Maybe it's just 1 guitar. So instead of the E, I'd separated everything. So I was doing this 7 to 5, and then we had this other guitar which was going, which is a cool way to do it. You can still do it like that. Instead of the E, you put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then put your little finger on the 7th fret of the 7th string. Yeah. And that gives you, and then we're trying to basically keep that the B string, not the B string, sorry, the G string, the 3rd string, open. Which is cool. Then it's quite nice. Once you get past this crazy shape, your 3rd finger goes down and your 1st finger goes up, and then you're still keeping that 3rd string open. And This is really nice, nice chord. So we go from this to this. So it was like, it's a bad idea. And then you gotta somehow get into this chord. Something like that. I'm singing the wrong melody, but yeah, I'll show you again. Yeah, that bit. So it's a bad idea for me to keep on using. It actually hangs on that one longer than the first one, so it's 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So good. Yeah, oh, glad I found that bit. This is that bit. Take a big step away from you. However we were doing it before, same as before. Oh, and then you can do that bit here. Take a big step away from you. Same as before. Yeah, so before I think we just did an A and a D. Do this instead. If you can, sounds better. Very good. Little kind of guitar beat, guitar solo. Very cool. So we're up on the 12th fret, where we were kind of doing the two fingers before, but you can bar it. Bar the 12th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string, and he's picking between them. He goes 1, 1, have a little gap on the 1, and then you're just basically picking the 2nd string and then the 3rd string. 1, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Then he had like a little gap and come back in, so it's 1, da-dum, 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 1, da-dum, 2nd then 3rd string. Yeah, so yeah, that was all. That's your first bit. 1, da-dum, 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 1, da-dum. Have a little, let that ring for a little bit. And then it's something like that. Yeah, then it goes 13, 12 on the 2nd string. Then go up to 14 with your 3rd finger on the 3rd string. And then with your 1st finger, go back to 12. So 13, 12 on the 2nd string, up to 14, back down to 12. Did that twice, so far we got 1, 1, 1. Very cool. Little gaps in there, that's cool. Try and get that might be hard. That was cool. He kind of went back to 12 and 12 and went straight in, so it was... Did a load of them. And then it was the same lick again. But on the very last one, instead of going back down to 12, it's 12 on the same string as the 14. So you do one of the original, going down, and then replace the last note with 12 on the 3rd string. I'll try and play along with it to show you. I'll just do the second half, just check it. Yeah, it was something like one. Something like that. I'll play along to it. Okay, I got it. So yeah, the second time around, do 4 lots of them, have a little gaps, then you got to do this one more time, and then so the whole solo is 1. Wow, yeah, quite tricky actually, with the timing. Coming back into it after the riff is quite hard. So yeah, getting into the second one's tricky. Let's jam it. I'll go back a bit so you can play along. 1. So good. Shall I figure out the chords underneath that? Yeah, it's like they do everything with like the chord staying the same, which is nice. That's a big part of their sound. So yeah, like a G, 3rd fret, and then I think you can just stay on the G, just hit from the 5th string. It's like a D chord basically underneath, and then go back to this C major 7. So do something like that. Very cool. I'll jam it. And then that bit from earlier. Maybe not that chord. Do the power chord version. E, 5th fret, back to C, 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. This is so good. Oh yeah, I think we're back up here. It's a bad idea. Verse bit that we learned earlier up on the 10th fret.
For me to keep on using.
Yeah, so we've done this before, but 10th fret on the 5th string, then on the 4th string, keep this picking going, and then 10th, like an E, 12th fret, it's a 10th fret on the 6th string. So good. 12th fret. That sort of thing.
It's been clear.
It's been. I don't think they did the first chord.
It's been clear.
Yeah, didn't do the G. He just sang it. It's been clear. Back into a chorusy bit.
It's been clear.
Same sort of thing. There's some sort of octave bit going underneath it. It's all the same sort of stuff. I love these like visualizer videos where they're like they're just doing something random and it's not really a music video, but yeah, so cool. I need to listen to that again. Wow, there was a lot of parts in that one. That kind of confused me which section we were in, but I think we got it. There's some nice parts. Yeah, Dexter and the Moonrocks, they really love a C major 7, and they really like this kind of. I first heard it with Blink 182 doing a lot of it, where you keep the chord the same. And then you change the bass notes around it. You can do a lot with that. That would be, I'd take that away from that, I think. And then yeah, they've done it in 2 different areas, which is nice. And then that embellishment bit was really good. I think that would be tricky. Anyway, yeah, go enjoy that song. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And I'll put chapters on this video, so if you return to the sections that you struggle with or the bits that are a bit confusing, sometimes it takes me a second to figure it out. So yeah, use the chapters to make it easier to get to the section you're learning. And I'm going to keep this series going, so if there's any songs you want me to listen to and try and figure out, please put a comment in. I like reading the comments. Please let me know more about Treaty Oak Revival and Dexter and the Moonrocks. Have you seen them since they've been blowing up? What's it been like? Put it in the comments. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Goodbye!